Hello photography class. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to show you a quick tutorial on how to save your photos into a portfolio, and then we're going to go ahead and export them as a PDF, and this is going to allow you guys to upload your photos when you're finished with the project. We're pretty much going to do this every single time, so I think as soon as you watch this video you're going to get the hang of it, but this video will always be available in Schoology for you if you need it. So first thing we're going to want to do is we're going to want to go into InDesign. And so InDesign is the ID. You can go and find that in your Launchpad. Just go ahead and look for the InDesign. Just please make sure that it's InDesign CC 2015 and not InDesign CS5. That's an older version. Once InDesign loads up, what you're going to do is go up to File, New, and Document. So we're going to make a brand new document here. And what InDesign is, it's a program that we use in the yearbook, we use it in the Realm, and it's a way to make, you can publish books, or you can publish anything that you want. And so in this case, we're going to publish a high quality portfolio. And so this first new document window here is how we're going to set this up. First thing we want to do is we want to set everything up here. We're going to leave this alone. We're going to go ahead and set our number of pages to 6. I know we have 5 photos, but the first slide is going to be your name. We're going to go ahead and turn off facing pages, so it's not quite like a book. If it was facing pages on, it would kind of open and close just like a book. These are just going to be kind of stacked pages. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to leave this alone. I do want it to be letter size. And then we have orientation here. This is portrait and this is landscape. I'm going to go ahead and keep it as portrait, and you're going to see why in a second. Everything else we're going to go ahead and keep the same, and then we're going to go ahead and push OK. So now what we have our portfolio, page 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Go ahead and go back up to the top. So on the first slide, all you're going to need is a few things. You're going to need your name. So I'm going to go ahead and show you how to do this. On the left-hand side is your toolbar. And just so you guys know a little bit about the interface of InDesign, we're going to be using this a lot this year. So this is the same with Photoshop. On the left side are your tools, on the top are your tool options, and then on the right side are your panels. So every time you click a new tool, I want you to notice that the options change at the very top. First thing we're going to do is we're going to select the type tool, and you can't just click and type, you have to drag a text box. So I'm going to make a text box somewhere in the center. I'm going to go ahead and start typing my name. So again, I tend to use this a lot, so I'm going to say Mickey Mouse. And so Mickey Mouse is doing this project. Say, and it's going to be period 0. And then the last thing, it's going to go ahead and say photography. And I might want to go ahead and do some things like center this, and these are simple things that you can do just like you do Microsoft Word. Centering would be here, and then changing the font size would be in here. So this is paragraph mode, this is font mode. So we're going to go ahead and go into character font mode. We're going to change the font size here. Let's make it a little bigger. A little bit bigger than that. Okay, and that's good. And then if you want to, you can go ahead and change the font there. So if I want to go ahead and make it Century Gothic or something, I can do that. Okay, so that's done. Just a little word advice, if you want to see what it looks like, we have guides here. These print guides, if you were to send this off to a printing press, as soon as you get close to this edge here, there's a chance that these letters might be cut off. So you want to keep everything within the guides. Go and center this again. There we go. Okay, so that's it. What I was going to say is if you want to preview this without any of the guides, on your keyboard, go ahead and hit W. And then that's going to preview what it's going to look like without guides. Hit W again. Now one thing you don't want to do, you want to make sure you don't have the type tool on and you don't have type on, because guess what's going to happen when you hit W? Of course it's going to type W. Let's go ahead and make sure that we are on the selection tool here. Just click anywhere else but the type, and now hit W, and you're good. Okay, let's go ahead and do our first page now. So I quickly made a little draft of what you're going to see. So I'm going to go ahead and paste that for now. And this is what it's going to look like. So we have untouched photos here on top, and then retouched photos here in the bottom. So what's going to end up happening is you're going to put the raw untouched photo of, let's say, your carrot that has not been photoshopped, and you're going to put it on top. You're going to discuss what is wrong with this photo, and kind of like when you're going to go be shooting, you're going to discuss if there's anything wrong with your photo. Maybe it's underexposed, it's overexposed, it's desaturated. And then down here is where you're going to put your Photoshopped photo in. And then here you're going to discuss what you did in Photoshop to make the photo better. Okay, so you're going to do that down here. So how do we do this? Let's go ahead and show you now. Okay. So what I have here is, let's say I have my strawberry picture. Let me go ahead and just, what's nice about InDesign, it works very well with the Mac world, because if I open Finder, drag Finder over, I have my picture here. Let me go ahead now, I'm going to drag my picture in, just like that. Now when I let go, it actually loads it onto my brush. So it's not ready yet until I go ahead and drag my photo. And I'm going to want two of these, so I want to make sure I don't want it too big. So maybe something like that there. Okay, so it looks good. So that's my first photo. What I also want to do is I want to make sure that I have a text box underneath. So I'm going to grab my type tool, drag a text box down here, and there we go. And then this is where I'm going to start typing my initial thing. So let's say this is underexposed. I'm probably going to write that it's underexposed. Okay, so now I'm going to get my next photo. Of course, I'm using the same photo, but you're going to have your retouched Photoshop photo. I'll bring that back in here. Do the same thing here. What's nice about InDesign too, you can see that it kind of helps by snapping to the edges there, like so. Now I do have a little bit of an issue where I don't really have enough room for my text box down here. It's kind of an easy fix. I'm going to go ahead and grab my selection tool. I'm going to drag all of these. This is a good thing to know. So once I have all of these selected here, I can move them all. It's not exactly what I want to do. I actually want to resize them. And here's what you're going to want to do. When you resize, you want to go to a corner handle, and please don't just grab and drag. In InDesign, on your keyboard, you want to hold down Command and hold down Shift, and don't let go. So holding Command and Shift, I'm going to go ahead and drag now, in. You'll have just enough room for a text box, about right there. I let go of my click button. Now I'm going to go ahead and let go of my Command and Shift. So remember, let go of your mouse, then let go of Command and Shift, and then you'll be good. So now I can go ahead and grab my text box again, drag a rectangle here, and I am good to go. And that's pretty much it. So if you want, you can go ahead and you can center this as well. So again, I'm going to grab all of these here, move it across, and there I'm good. One big word of advice: you do not ever want to grab in the center here, because what this is a picture frame. As soon as you grab in the center here, you're going to move your little image around the picture frame. So we don't want that to happen. If you ever mess up in Photoshop, Command Z, and that'll undo. You can go back almost an infinite number of steps. Okay, it looks like I have everything done. I have my name, I have all of my photos. What do I do now? So now I need to go ahead and export this. First thing I want to do is it'd be a good idea to save this. I'm going to go to File, Save or Save As. Go ahead and make sure that I'm saving in the correct folder. And I'm going to name this mouse M underscore. Again, my name is Mickey Mouse. And then I'm going to have the project name. For this one, we're going to go ahead and call this Levels. Okay. And then once I'm done here, I'm going to go ahead and push Save. And now my InDesign file is saved. Now it's saved as an InDesign file, and the only way I can look at this is if I have InDesign. If you want to look at this at home, you cannot look at it unless you have Adobe InDesign, which costs anywhere between $20 to $30 a month, maybe $50 if you don't have an educational discount. So don't expect you to have it. So what we're going to do now is we're going to turn it into something that everybody has, everybody can recognize. You can have it on your phone, and best of all, we can upload it to Schoology. And that's a PDF. To upload to a PDF, what we're going to go ahead and do is, we're still in InDesign. We're going to go ahead and go up to File. We're going to go to Export. And we're going to go ahead now and export as a PDF. Now this is important. Please make sure you don't choose interactive. Please make sure you choose print. If you choose interactive, it's going to be a very low quality picture. So we want to make sure we choose Adobe PDF Print. like so. Always remember that if this arrow shows up in the Mac world, you can always minimize and maximize, and I would suggest that you maximize your screen. So now that we have that there, you want to make sure that you have the right folder selected. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to save. Now when I click save, one more box is going to open, and that's really your PDF export. This should all be fine. You don't have to touch anything. All you have to do now is just export. And right now, so it's building, and it's turning it into a PDF. And here it is. Let's go ahead and take a look at our PDF here. And that is perfect. It's exactly what I'm looking for. Okay. So now what's nice is you can go ahead and go to the project or find it in your Finder, open up Schoology, go to Submit Assignment. Once you click Submit Assignment, the first thing that opens up is Upload. Click the Upload button, look for your levels project, and upload. And that's it. If you have any questions, I'll be back on Friday, and I can answer any questions that you have. Good luck.